We're live.
Well, gather around, folks. Let me tell you a tale about politicians and their promises that always seem to fail. In the land of Denver, where the road was meant for home, Hickenlooper came along with a plan to end the roam. But where did the money go? Nobody knows. $14 million, and still the homelessness grows. Oh, Hickenlooper, you said it was your aim. But on the radio, you claimed it was just a game. Then came Polis with his all-star baseball show. Like magic, the homeless vanished. Where did they all go? It seems they know how to solve it when the outsiders come to see. But what about the folks who call this city home, you see? Where did the money go? Nobody knows. $14 million, and still the homelessness grows. Oh, Paulus, you made it seem like a breeze, but we're left wondering if it was all just a tease. Now we got Johnston, the new mayor in town, promising to end homelessness wearing a golden crown. But forgive me if I'm skeptical, for I've heard this song before, politicians promising solutions. But what's the real score? Where did the money go? Nobody knows. $14 million, and still the homelessness grows. Oh, Johnston, will you be another puppet on a string? Or will you be the one who brings about a change? I've seen an organization called Step Denver. They take a different approach. And I remember, they clean a man up, help him find his way. With work and dignity, he starts a brand new day. Where did the money go? Nobody knows. $14 million, and still the homelessness grows. Oh, politicians, you remind me of Pinocchio. With your lies and empty promises, it's hard to let go. So here's to the people, the ones left in the cold. Let's hope someday their stories will be truly told. Until then, we'll keep singing this bluesy refrain, hoping for a change where promises aren't in vain. Copyright July 19th, 2023, by Innervision, Johnnie Johnson, songwriter, AI voice.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Top of the time zone, I'm Alan C. You're with Johnny J in the house, president and station manager of Innervision FM. You're not going to want to miss today's podcast here on the Innervision FM universe. Brought to you by Colorado Art Relief Fund, Eeny Meeny Grant, Bonefields Foundation, and Christian Brothers Moving Company, based in Englewood, Colorado, Phoenix, Arizona, also in the great state of Texas.
Oh my God.
That's who we love, and that's who we serve.
Is it running now? Yes. Hi, everybody. This is the Godfather Soul James Brown. I tell you, this business is on. My man is on. Check him out. This is the Godfather Soul James Brown saying, stay with it and hit it. Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, okay. Oh man. Oh man, that AI, man. Jeez. All right.
Wow. That's awesome, man. I'll tell you what, that AI is a real game changer.
Yeah, man. I am. We're gonna be. Well, it's different languages. I could be Chinese, Spanish. Let's see. What else? Russian. I could be all those guys, man. Man, could you? Yeah, could you imagine? I mean, I could be communicating with a lot of people.
Well, I tell you what, I've spent a lot of my life trying to learn Spanish, French, German, Italian, try to master the English language. And I'm trying to figure out Cantonese and Mandarin. And I think I was telling you the other day, Johnny, I was talking to a friend of mine that is trying to help me tutor me in some of these other languages. And, she was like asking me about my ideology, my belief structure, Why do I want to learn this and that and the other? And it says, well, so I can communicate with all of our friends that are coming in, and, whether they're legal or not, well, I shouldn't say it like that. Whether our newcomer friends come here outside of legal channels or not, I've got to learn how to communicate, because that's really the best way to go, is communication and innovation. And, but AI, man, if I just had AI to teach me all these different languages, why, I'd be in really good shape.
Yeah. Now, we're like Motown, and we never knew this until way after they had a Spanish division and other, and they would bring somebody else and teach the guys how to sing the songs phonetically, and they were making money overseas as well.
Wow.
So it was like, hey, it's like, it's all good. I was telling Mike earlier, because we were going back and forth, because he said, I can't find any girls that can sing halfway good. I said, and I don't like rap. And I had to tell him, Mike, they just need to do your words and you get paid. And it's just, it's just a younger version of you, doing musical styles that you would have never thought about. I remember this guy, going back to Motown, this guy wrote so many songs, prolific songs, and it's like he just wrote. And Mike is a prolific writer. I mean, Hey Joe is a prolific writer. And so it's like I'm trying to get him out of that thing of just saying, well, if the program director said they want someone else's voice, give them somebody else's voice. You're still getting paid. Oh, man. So he's going to have his wife do something and send it over to me, I think on WhatsApp or something like that. So that will be interesting. I like it on MP3, but WhatsApp is interesting too. So anyway, yes, AI has taken over. And if you see, like in the description, you see I wrote the song. What is it? I wrote out all the thoughts I had about Hickenlooper, Polis, and Johnston, and then I put the last thing, Pinocchio. Oh no, and then Step Denver. Okay, and then I said, generate me a song with that, right? And that's why it was like $14 million, and where did the money go? And then Hickenlooper is saying on the radio, that was just an advertising. I wasn't really going to end homelessness. And then why did he say it? If you watch the movie Denver in Decay, they have the manuscript for the NPR show where he said that on, but they wouldn't give him permission to play the actual NPR thing. And also in this Denver in Decay, this guy had just got a job position paying him $1 million a year. So he started singing this song about, it's nothing but a party, but a pajama party. And we're going to party, all night. And I'm thinking, like, this guy is single. The women there are single, and they're singing like they're drunk sailors, saying one of us is gonna you're gonna get in one of our pants, And it was like, it was just, you got to see the Denver in Decay, because I mean, it was the most unusual song to be singing at a supposedly governmental meeting.
Wow.
And I think, well, maybe that's the way they roll, but it was just unusual, because this guy, based off of the homeless thing, he was put in the commission, and he didn't have to, he didn't show up for most of the time at his office. So he was off traveling, spending this $1 million money, getting into the pants of who knows how many employees there. And we'll never know, because maybe they signed a undisclosed letter as well. So
it's always good to be talking to you about the music industry and the entertainment industry. We were talking a little bit about last night, The Sound of Freedom, and that's really an movie. It's It surpassed $86 million, and it's on track to probably by tomorrow, I would imagine, hit $100 million. Totally off topic here, but
Oh yeah.
it's really shedding light on what's going on in the country today. And when you're talking the federal government, you're talking state and local government, this does have the opportunity to affect all of us, whether or not the music industry, entertainment industry is highlighted, when you're talking about the Screen Actors Guild, when you're talking about the strike that's going on, when you're talking about all the different artists, whether they're in the entertainment industry or whether they're actors, AI it's awesome. It's a game changer.
Oh, yeah.
It always brings some really good things to the table. But a lot of the actors these days, or entertainers for that matter, are honestly worried that we'll all be out of a job because, the bottom line is it can code for us. It can write scripts for us. It can write songs for us. Just like the you guys heard in the Innervision FM universe at the start of the show.
Oh, and by the way, I'm looking for musicians to be able to shape the song and sing the song. I don't care if somebody else is singing it, man. I'll pump it out there and put it out there, and you'll get a little bit of cash for performing it, and I'll get the royalties for it. It's just being there. So I'm just, So hey, I sent out something to Combo, to their like 3,000 list, saying this is what I'm looking for. And Alan, you remember I told you? Let's see. Okay. Let's talk about the Drip Cafe before we get into the Latin music and all that. Let's talk about the Drip Cafe because this has something to do with it.
August 4th from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Innervision FM will be down at the Drip Cafe on 8th and Santa Fe, the address being 869 Santa Fe. We're going to be just playing some good Christian music, maybe some, I don't know, I suppose we'll probably play some other stuff to really draw some people in. But our aim is not to just, play some music. It's to spread good news of the gospel, drink some coffee, and just have time on a Friday night. So if you can take it down there 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. August 4th, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Go ahead and hit us up at innervisionrecords.org and also innervisionfm.com for the events and just what's going on. If you want to become a member of the Innervision FM universe, info at innervisionfm.com gets you into the newsletter. This way, you can be kept abreast of any future upcoming events. You can be abreast of topics. And if you've got a topic yourself, why, go ahead and hit us up and just let us know. Richard Damiano, he's a good friend of ours. And Vision Matters, and he's a sponsor that has been a longtime friend of Innervision FM. He runs a eye clinic in Littleton, also in Castle Rock. So he's been helping folks with their cornea. He's a corneal consultant, and he and his staff have actually helped Johnnie J, president and station manager of Innervision FM, quite a bit over the years.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And I've spelled, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to change this. The nonprofit Chinook, I put a S instead of a C. So I will change that later on, because I mean they have helped us out with a donation, a grant. And so it wasn't on purpose. I kept on wondering why it was happening. It was saying it was not spelled right. And then I looked at the spelling and said, oh, CH.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I'll fix that. Things happen when you're typing what does it say? Big fingers cause slips up.
You know, me being a small drink of water, I'm still skinny and stuff like that in my old age, but I got fat fingers sometimes, so I understand.
Oh yeah, definitely. Now our promotion lady, which I was going to bring another promotion lady on, but this one is doing so well. I said, nah, I'll think about it. But I was telling her, I said, I wrote, through AI, I wrote up a press release for our event on August the 4th. And I said, send it to all the stations, gave her all the number. And she says, well, do you have a contact? And I said, I don't need a contact because, okay, Channel 7 was down there on the 1st June, first Friday, and they had all the protesters. I said, they're going to remember that scene.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
yeah. So I said, contact them all. And then I said, KGNU has this events thing. And of course, they don't, well, they may find out or they may look into it deeper, but they're not going to be thinking like, oh, Jeff Café. They might have not even heard about it, or maybe they have, but it doesn't matter. I'm trying to create a buzz. Oh, Westward magazine. I said,
Wow.
put it in the events thing and just, seek out an editor there to see if they'll do a story up on this. So we're gonna really generate a buzz on this event. And it's, what is it? Just 2 weeks out, right?
About 2 weeks.
Two and a little bit over 2 weeks. Yeah. So this person, and then we're gonna be sending out we got a list of 5,500 people on our MailChimp list. And so we're going to be sending out to those people as well. So, it's just, I'm just excited, man. This promotion. And let's see, what else? Oh, today, you guys, I don't know if you get a chance to get out and exercise a little bit, because sometimes we get sedentary because we are so busy typing on the computer and stuff like that. And unless you have a significant other that will force you, it's forcing you at the beginning, but then you say, oh, okay, it's kind of fun. So I was on the treadmill 90 minutes a day. I think I started, speeded up where it started running about 4 times. Then my daughter called and I was talking to her and my wife said, you're not out of breath? I said, no, because I've been working up to that, because I usually go, when I wasn't going to the gym, I would go up and down 7 flights of stairs
Right.
at least for 30, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So it gets your heart in shape for that kind of stuff.
Being a blind guy, you're one of 2 ways. You're either very sedentary, or you can walk probably 20 miles a day without even breaking.
Oh, I don't know if I would do that. 90 minutes. I wonder how far is 90 minutes on a treadmill. Huh.
And it's, let's see, 90 minutes at 8 miles an hour if you're fast. 8 times 90, let's go 5. Let's just say 5 miles in 90 minutes if you hurry.
Yep. And I was walking really quick. Yeah, I got my water there, so I don't have to, keep going to the water fountain. And it was just fun. And then yesterday, it was like blah, blah, blah. I was falling asleep on the fight. And then today I'm full of energy. So I don't know, maybe it concerns like, if you eat something that really juices you up the next day and your body has a chance to, put it in work and stuff like that. Or I'm not sure what it is, but yesterday, man, I they must be looking at me and say, what is he taking a nap in there? I was knocked out. But today I was in rare form today. And we went by there's a new restaurant, Coffee, and besides the trip, I won't give the name because until they sponsor us, why not? But they had this what is it called? Mushroom and bell pepper and something else like a burrito. Really tasty. Oh man, I've never seen one that. Oh, and then I think you called me at the time. I was waiting for these people to get on, and I love the way they say free. They say we got this free service. There's a service that you can buy your food and it'll come to you, and you just have to do very little preparation. And I said, well, we want to offer this to you. And I said, well, I'm pretty much going towards like the raw eating type of thing. And so she said, well, we have eggs. I said, no, eggs are not raw. I mean, they could be raw if I, I say, what about cheese? I said, no. So she finally ended up saying, well, we don't have our menu, you have to have meat or something like that because it's the US, what is that? The thing that they tell you what the food pyramid is. Denver. Oh, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just trying.
Right, remember what that name is.
Pyramid.
Yeah. They tell you the pyramid, what the food pyramid should be for the United States.
I understand that used to be X number of fruits, X number of vegetables, X number of
milk, bread.
Yeah, all this stuff. And then they went ahead and changed the pyramid on us probably back in the 80s, 90s.
Yes.
Talking about how it's always been that way. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. And I heard, because I'm watching these other videos, they wanted to take off meat because they know that, they want to take off meat as being something essential. It's something that if you were a king and you could afford, and because you could afford it, you say, go out there and slaughter some of my cows and stuff like that. But if you were poor, you might have meat maybe once a month, maybe. Right? So that's why they call American diet the king's diet, because we have it 3 times a week, 21 times, 3 times a day, 21 times a week.
That's right. It's interesting because, the big buzz is the fact that they can grow chickens in a lab now and pump them out, whether it's 10 chickens or 100,000 chickens. There's a couple of companies in California that just got their approval to go ahead and sell these genetically grown lab animals, chickens for right now, obviously. And I don't know what with the other types of meat. But I got to tell you, Johnny, I'm thinking about going veg, bro.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, come on, leave our meat, leave our food alone. I mean, I know, I guess they got away with the GMO. So they said, wait, what else can we get away with?
Right.
And so it's like, it's almost like, just leave us alone. I mean, okay.
There in the comments, folks, what do you guys think about this? No meat, yes, meat. What do you guys think about 25% of the meat, potentially, of course, in the next few years, being supplied from a tank? What do you guys think about that? It's pretty interesting. I just can't get off of that, Johnny. I don't even know.
I don't even. And one thing trying to sell us that we'll eat bugs and like it. Mm-hmm. And there was even a restaurant. This Spanish guy. He had made up this cuisine. He said, "Yes, back in Mexico, we used to eat this way." I said, "Well, okay, knock yourself out," because I never lived in Mexico, and I'm not planning on eating the old way. It's like,
because that does give a new meaning to the phrase "roach coach."
Oh man! Oh, and then John the Baptist, just because he ate crickets and wild honey, does this mean I want to live the life of John the Baptist? I like the guy. I don't have nothing against the guy.
No.
I just don't want to eat like the guy.
You got to be careful when you're John the Baptist. You might lose your head.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. It's not lawful for you to be married to her. And I say, what? What are you talking about? I'm the king's cousin. Oh man, but I want to appreciate like Aaron Wood for coming in yesterday, and man, awesome. It's so nice talking to him yesterday, and just it's nice talking to like-minded people.
It's interesting because I was looking at the views on some of the channels, and YouTube, for instance, they gave us 56 views, but we got 300 and some odd likes. How does that work, folks?
Did somebody just click over and over again? Or can you do that? Click over and over again?
I don't know, because you have to view the thing before you can like it. So I think maybe they're broken. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Set your notifications to all if you're subscribed on YouTube. And if you can, go ahead and subscribe on some of the other channels as well. We do try to provide uplifting content, and we do try to definitely follow the music and entertainment industry as well as some politics and this kind of thing. But our main thrust is spreading the good news of the gospel of Jesus Christ. And salvation is real big on a lot of people's minds these days. You just never know. Could be today, could be tonight, could be next week. It's almost Christmas, Johnny.
Yeah. Christmas is coming around. I'm thinking like, well, man, it's like we're in the middle of this month, right? Middle
of July.
Yeah, man. It's like, where did the time go? It's like this is zooming along. And like the first 2 days, it felt like it was just going so fast. And I had this pressure to do this. And I said, no, I got to get to this, and this. And it's still one thing I need to do. We're going to be looking for more board members. And I like what I heard, Youth and Records. I don't know if I told you about this, but they said in order to be on the board, you have to be able to bring in at least $5,000 or something like that as board members. And I'm thinking like, I can get like a bunch of marketers, social media people to be on the board, like the official board.
Wow.
Because, and let me tell you that. You've heard of AARP, right?
Yes.
They're sending me emails all the time. Do you have any idea what the president of AARP earns in a year?
I would guess probably 100,000 a year. What do you think?
Wrong. 2.7 million.
He makes more than the president. Holy smoke.
Yeah. I mean, like, where are you getting all this money? And I mean, it can't be that many old people who sign up for AARP.
There's quite a few old folks. You got 56 million folks in the United States of America that register as otherwise disabled or senior citizens. You've got 10 million of us who are blind or visually impaired. 90% of us are, well, at least 70% of us are unemployed or underemployed. And, we're real fortunate because, God's been good to Innervision FM and, allows us to just kind of really spread the love around. And Johnnie has started his school. If you hit innervisionrecords.org, that's www.innervisionrecords.org, you can find out a little bit about what we're trying to do here. Broadcasting is our specialty. It's interesting because we need the high tech. We need the high, like right now I'm on my iPhone, my computer is kind of down. And then sometimes Johnny's computer is down. Things But the bottom line is, hey, we keep hitting it. We keep, James Brown always comes to the show and he says, stay with it and hit it. And that's what every single day, so that we can bring the content that we are able to bring to you every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, God willing, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, folks. And, you can also catch us on your smart speaker. So if you've got Amazon Echo or Google Play device, something like that, why you can check Innervision FM out 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And you can ask your smart speaker to hit to play KINV-DB Innervision FM on, I think it's TuneIn, or let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's TuneIn. And you can tune into our broadcast any old time you want. There's lots of different programming. You've got story time with, I guess your wife's a prolific writer. You've got Robert Randall. He does a deep dive into the history of the Bible and some of the Jewish type religion, some of the esoteric, well, I wouldn't say esoteric stuff, but the stuff that people don't know about the Holy Land. There's a lot of stuff that he discusses. In addition to being on Hebrew Nation, he has consented to also be on Innervision FM, and it's some really good programming. You've got some other stuff also up there.
Oh yeah,
Christian recording artists like D'Angelo T. Who else we got here?
we got Hey Joe. We got him in there.
Yep.
We have Wayne Turner. He's the co-founder of Innervision, and
Wow.
he retired like 2008. And then let's see who else. Oh, Terry Lynn Hodges, and we have her up there. And then we have let's see, who else do we have? I think. Oh, and then Reflections. We have their music mixed in there. They're kind of like the soft Christian contemporary artists, and I think that's about it. I'm looking around in my head. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. But
So the big thing is we are looking for independent musicians and recording artists. If you're between the ages of 20 to 35, we want to hear from you specifically, because AI is really popping out the songs. Johnny JAI is really popping out the songs. Stay tuned for the reverse of the national anthem, the opposite of the national anthem. It's a little dark, it's a little scary, but it does reflect the way that our country does happen to be going temporarily. God willing, though, we are going to turn it back around and once again become the city on the hill, and we're going to make America great again.
oh yeah, definitely. Well, hey, it's our Friday, your Wednesday, and we want to really thank everybody for joining us this week. I mean, thanks for. I guess as we're getting recommended to other platforms, I guess more people are coming along. So that's kind of cool, and hope we can keep this up into the next week. And we hope to see, if you live in Colorado, we hope to see you at our events. Or this time we're going to have it together, because I'm going to go down there probably either tomorrow or next week and hook up to their Wi-Fi and test it. And I'm going to test everything before we actually do it. So just throw it open and boom, ready to go.
I'll probably end up bringing my laptop and some other additional pieces of equipment this way. Last time we got unplugged for a second, so the music's. I want to make sure that we've got a battery backup and a few others that are necessary. There's a way that you can help us with any sort of donations and stuff. Hit us up at the websites at innervisionrecords.org or innervisionfm.com to find out how you can help us if you're of a mind. We're listener support.
Yeah. Also, I just applied for this grant. You would think, like, what would Innervision have to do with it? But it's a Colorado green garden grant that they're offering. And I saw it pop up. And so they said, well, we don't pay salaries, but we do pay for you to rent equipment and do this. So we're gonna get this to pay for filming of. We're gonna find some Black people that wanna do gardening and film it and edit it, and we're gonna have this paid for. Because I thought that would be an interesting show. Like, if you're blind, how would you garden? So that's in the future, I won't say, that's all. I hope we get it. But even if we don't get it, I'm gonna look for some grants that we could do something like that, because I thought that would be just interesting, just showing how blind people live life.
There's a guy by the name of James that I want to have on the show, speaking of gardening, and he does his own gardening, and he does some landscaping and stuff around his house. He'd be happy, I'm sure, to come on to the show. He lives in Missouri, I believe. So for all you Missourians, stay tuned to the Innervision FM universe. We'll see if we can get him on. And if you like Star Wars, this is totally a different topic. We're going to see if we can get a stormtrooper on. He's got a costume and he dresses up as, oh my gosh, I can't remember his name. I can't remember. Gosh, but stay tuned for that. He's been to a number of different Comic-Cons and things like this.
That's cool.
So yeah, it is really cool. And one thing is periodically we'll feature blind gamers. What do they do? How do they play games? If you're blind, using technology, there is a game that I'm working on getting if not the creator, probably the marketer for the game on. So stay tuned for that. How does a blind person play games using job access with speech or NVDA, which are the screen reading pieces of software? How do you do that on your desktop or laptop? Well, we're going to see if we can explore that together. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, and next year, I've been holding on to this film since April, and I finally put it together. We're going to show the famous cookies in Amsterdam.
Oh boy!
And we stayed in line for a long time to get these famous cookies, and so we got video of that, and we're going to show the encore of Metallica. So that's going to be. I'm going to air that noon Monday. So,
wow! So stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned for that. All right, so it's going to be a fun week, and hey, so I guess we'll see you guys next week. So